Hey everyone, and welcome to the video. Again, this is one that's a little bit different, but it's one that's necessary because I wanted to share, and it's worth sticking around for some important updates on this channel and some things that are going to be coming in the future. So first of all, I just want to apologize for the lack of uploads. This is due to some recent significant changes that I've had to make in my life. I've got some things going off in my personal life that need, my priority with my family and everything. But everything is all right. Everyone's well and stuff like that. So don't worry about all that sort of stuff. It's just some big changes that I've had to make a little bit earlier than what I'd originally planned, which is hence why the lack of uploads due to my workspace. Unfortunately, I've not got my ultimate setup like I've previously had, which has obviously disrupted my workflow, and with other things that I've got to prioritize, family comes first and all that sort of stuff. But, even as hard as these little changes have been, and, I'm still going through it, in the long run, it's for the better, and I'm super stoked and excited with what's to come. I have moved property. I think I teased this a while ago, which means now I've got my own dedicated, it's quite a large space, which I'm going to be converting into my studio and all that sort of good stuff. So I'm super excited about that because it means I've got more space. I can bring more things in and do a lot more different things, things that I'll be sharing a bit further down the line. I don't really want to announce them just yet, but yeah, I'm super excited for that. Just please bear with me. I'm still filming content. It's a little bit difficult with my current setup, but I'm managing to still, I've got some stuff coming along the way, which I'm super excited to share with you guys. But in the long run, I've got to prioritize my home, my new property, get that sorted first, make sure everything's fine before I can start work on my actual, workspace and stuff like that. So that were just a few things that I wanted to go over and clear up. Also, I've had a lot of people reach out recently, asking ways that they can support me and all that sort of stuff. And I've got a couple of things on here. I always say, I've got the buy me a coffee link and all that sort of stuff if people want to do it. But a lot of people have been asking again for members. Now, if you're a long time follower of this channel, you know that I originally did have members and then I shut it down just for a few confusions. But I have fetched that back at the lowest cost that I can, which is 99p. That's the lowest that YouTube will allow me to do this. Now, I just want to say that this is not, you're not buying any, well, there is exclusive content on there, but this is more for people that just generally want to support me. Now, in the long term, like a long further down the line, I will be maybe changing that a little bit, maybe the pricing and all that sort of stuff with some of the stuff I've got coming in the future. But also by becoming a member, it means you get early access to new and upcoming videos. I'll also be doing members lives. So some nights I'll be jumping onto a members live, and it'll just be like a hobby chat paint along. You can ask me questions, go over stuff, and each time I might do a specific subject on that, or sometimes I might just be coming on and sharing some behind the scenes of building my new studio and all that sort of stuff. And just some general vlogs, just come on and have a chat and all that sort of stuff, as well as some exclusive content. There is some already on there that you can go, it's from a while ago, but obviously I've got some new and updated stuff. So if you are interested in that, it's just, you can click the join button, it's 99p per month, and it just unlocks a few benefits. But ultimately it's just a way that, for the people that were asking if they can support me, that's the best way to do it. You can either do it through the YouTube, becoming a member, or alternatively, there's the buy me a coffee link. Moving on now to some other significant changes which relates to the changes that I previously spoke about that are going off in my life, and that is my work. So if you're a long-time follower of this channel, you know that this is not my full-time job. This is just a hobby. It's just something I do as and when. And I had a previous job, just a normal daytime job. I won't say which organisation I work for, but it was in the NHS. But I've also recently had to, due to the circumstances, leave that job role as well, which ultimately we're going to be maybe looking at doing this in full time, which has sort of forced my hand a little bit. But alongside that, if you're a fan of me and you've followed me for a long time, you'll know that I am affiliated with the Grimdark Compendium. That's a company that I've always followed from day one, even before I started buying paints and things like that. It's a place that, you know, they just get it, you know, the grimdark style, the style that I love, and all the wonderful things that come with that, and the teachings, and, you know, the really delve into the correct way and the unique style and break everything down. So I've always been a huge fan of that. And then when they asked me to collaborate with them, that was just a godsend. But I'm doing a lot more work with them guys now as well. That doesn't mean that it's going to affect this channel, because again, this is just my hobby channel, which, you know, you'll probably get some more content now that I'm able to have a little bit more free time. But alongside that as well, I will be working along with the GDC guys on their website and also their YouTube. So if you do want to check them out, there'll be links in the description below. And also I highly recommend going over to their YouTube channel and checking out their videos as well, because in my eyes, it's the ultimate and best way to learn the grimdark style and all the amazing and beautiful philosophies and techniques that come along with that. So, and I've got already a lot of my projects on there and YouTube videos on their channel. So if you are a fan of mine and you've not checked them out, then jump over to their channel as well. But finally, I'll just finish this off with the video that you can see in this background. Over a month ago, or just a while back, I did have a little trip down to Warhammer World with my friend Kurt. And yeah, you know, Warhammer World's great. You know, I love it. It's just, I always describe it as the Deep. If anybody here from UK, if you know what the Deep in the Hull is, it's like the Deep in Hull, but it's just Warhammer, and it's amazing, you know. Regardless of whether you like that painting style, it's just amazing to go in. And every time I go down there, I've only been twice. This was the second time that I went down, but the both times that I've been there, you do come out feeling super inspired. You know, if you're going to have a travel down there, you're not interested in buying anything, you know, if you don't have the budget for it, just go and have a look round. All the other stuff. They've got every single model that they've ever painted, and just to see some of the stuff from years ago and just getting taken back, like the Lord of the Rings section, for me, it was just like a massive trip down memory lane. And the massive set pieces and the dioramas that they've got going off. And I really liked this Space Marine armoring one diorama that someone had done, the Knights one with everyone were working at, like the Adeptus Mechanicus were working on the Knights. They're just so inspiring, and even got to see the new Horus Heresy diorama. That thing is crazy. I forget how many casualties are on there, but it is littered, and I mean littered with casualties. But ultimately, for some, you know, nostalgia, some inspiration, and just overall, it's just an amazing trip to go down and do it. And I think it's something that we you know, as painters, if you're able to get there, it's something that we should always strive to go down there and take a look. I will be doing maybe trips down there in future, so if you are interested in, you know, I might even announce when I'm going down if people want to come along and meet me, have a hobby hangout. I'd love to meet some of you guys. And then also in other news, I'm not sure of an exact date yet. This will be confirmed soon. I might be doing some rounds at the Element Games stores here in UK as well, just promoting and demoing the Villainy inks. I'll be starting off in Sheffield because that's the one that's closest to me. It's my local Element Games. And also there's affiliate links below if you want to go and buy some off them. So keep your eye out for that announcement as well. I know this has been a little bit more of a different video, a short video, but I just wanted to come on, update you guys, keep you guys in loop. And just share, you know, what's been going off and some upcoming news. Now and again, I do come on and do these news videos. I like to communicate with you guys and go all over that stuff. But if you've got any questions or anything, please let me know in the comment section below. And the next video will be back to my usual content. Again, I just want to thank you all for your continued support. I think we're almost at 50,000 subscribers, which does blow my mind. I've never been a numbers guy. I'm not really interested in, you know, the first subscriber is just as important as the last one. But again, I can't thank you all enough for your continued support. I'm Nate the Feral Painter, and I will catch you in the next video.